Right, so currently we are busy being the Empire of Norway, that we haven't... Oh, I can create a new kingdom. Let's... Well, you know, it's something to do. Yeah, 200 gold to get a... Right, it's now the Kingdom of Gardariki. There is a small problem where, like, oh good, we have an independence faction, because we have been at war for 1 billion years. You are currently leading our independence faction. Excuse me while I sick the Spy Master and Chancellor on you to try and persuade you that you don't want to be in a faction. So, minor titles. Do I have any spare minor titles? I do. Not many though. Right. So, you've got opinion 29. Let's award you an honorary title to try and cheer you up and persuade you that you don't want to give all your staff to them. Right, so vassals are currently pissed off. Right, so I am very briefly going to check if there's anyone that's in the defensive pact, though I think this would be a daft time to go to war, on account of the fact that my vassals currently don't like me very much. Not that there's anywhere really to go to war with, on account of the fact that everything's in the defensive pact, except for some bits around here, but I don't think I can get many armies there quickly.
That's probably why they're not in the defensive pact against you. Yeah, it's
No.
just taken that county.
Yes, I haven't unpaused.
They reorganised themselves.
Yes, I haven't unpaused, which tends to cause things to happen to the defensive pacts. So what I suspect will happen is, as I unpause, everyone will leave the defensive pact because there's this weird bug, and then everyone will rejoin it again, and that will include this lot.
No, you're currently at ludicrous threat, aren't you? So all defensive pacts are the same defensive pact.
Yeah.
Yes.
Except for the one including my own religious head, but I am my own religious head, and I'm pretty sure I won't go to war with me.
Yes.
On a good day. And I've got a mandatory, like, sort of -24 penalty for practically all of my vassals, because I've had my vassal levies raised for a long time. Right, let's unpause and let's tick time a bit faster. Good. And I'm pretty sure that pretty shortly the independence faction will stop being dangerous, because my levies will recover enough that this is not a problem. And we can go on a grand hunt. Let's go on a grand hunt. I will find the white bear, though this seems somewhat unlikely. And now people are joining the defensive pact, probably. Yes, some of our new friends over here. Ooh, that looks like a new defensive pact. Oh no, they're joining the pagan defensive pact. It's just they're a long way from the other pagans and their colour is showing up a bit differently. Fair enough. Oh dear, the prepared invasion of Lotharingia didn't go well. Whoops. State. How are we doing religion-wise? We're still at moral authority 100, even though... Right, let's try killing the White Hart. I'm sure this will be fine. Spoiler, it almost certainly won't be fine. I think I've done this quite a lot, and the number of times you actually manage to get the white heart is pretty minimal.
Team was in the first round state.
Do you need to, though? I mean, if essentially a hunting trip with your mates, it's okay.
You get an in-game trophy for doing it, so it'd be quite nice to do it.
Right, but I mean, the question is, did you end up with a little bit more prestige and likeableness and points, and no one getting horribly killed in a hunting accident you wanted to kill?
Well, the only person you seem to be able to... You can get your marshal killed if you get him to kill stuff, or her, but mostly him.
Isn't it currently her?
It's currently her in this kingdom. But at the moment I'm trying to kill it myself. Right, let's try and kill the bear. Right. Right, let's see if there's any prisoners we can sell. Right, let's cheer him up a bit. Right, so sell, I mean ransom. Right, you are officially not a troublesome faction anymore. That's nice. Right. And now people are joining the Defensive Pact again as my levies start to recover. Swedish-Norman de jure war. Well, they're both my kinsmen and vassals. They can work it out. I prefer that they went and fought, the infidel. Well. Ooh, okay, right, good. That's a good sign. Where can we push you out to? Proselytize. In. Factions. Right. Danish revolt off Denmark, whatever. Who are you? Random kinstokes, perfectly indifferent, whatnot. Let's betroth you to the Jarl of Mecklenburg, which will, keep people nice and cheery.
What you thought, let's betroth you, we're going to into the water, let's betroth you. Why do I to go after that?
Good.
I can see why not, because it doesn't make any sense and nothing at all rhymes with it.
It's funny. Let's just check that we don't have any other good minor titles that we can give away. We don't. Right, let's go through and do a little bit of vassal checking. Checking for little details like are they the wrong religion and can we get them to convert? Yaldom of
I just looked to
Strandfield.
see, I searched for fish that rhyme with whatever it was a word ago. Thing. And it said, what words can't be rhymed? Orange is the most famous. Other words that have no rhyme include silver, purple, month, ninth, pint, wolf, opus, and discombobulate.
Laugh.
Surely discombobulate has an antonym, combobulate, which rhymes with it.
I imagine so. I just hope they were being silly though. You know, like, why snooze, oleaginous, snooze, snooze.
Yes, I certainly use recombobulate on a fairly regular basis.
Yes.
You're a revolt leader, so I can't get you to convert.
But also, something to rhyme with discombobulate only has to rhyme with obulate.
Yes.
Yes,
Precisely. But on the other hand, that is going to be fairly tricky.
It's true.
Something you could jellify and obulate.
That's true, I think.
Right, let's try and get the Jarl of Rostov to convert to the one true slaughtering religion.
Which is clearly something you do not either.
Right, so there we go. That one fixed his little problem.
The OED has no entry for combobulate or combobulated. Well, at least somebody on English Tech Exchange said that 10 years ago.
Well, you can in fact check.
I know I can in fact check, but this was on the screen already in front of me. You used it.
And it does mean you don't have to try and fight the OED's website, which does periodically make it very hard to sign in with institutional sign-on for reasons that I have yet to comprehend. Like, you're an infidel, but you're young. Right.
I don't think everyone on the base because you were entering the base, but everyone on the boss would have worked better already. So you wanted to change as well.
Well, Chernihov's gone Germanic, which is entertaining. I think this is to get out of a religious war.
Just walk.
I think my vessels have been filling in some of the gaps around here while I've been fighting out in the east.
With jam.
Just a bit.
Lobulate, divided into lobules.
Are you sure that's not lobulate?
Yes.
Conglobulate, to collect together into compact round mass.
On the other hand, that one is definitely a verb.
Where did you find these? By doing
Well, actually, I found them in the MRC psycholinguistic database that I hadn't done squirrel away on my...
psycholinguistic.
Yes. The psycho isn't very important. It's an English dictionary with a big pile of strange metadata that I don't normally pay attention to.
Right.
But it also has a pronunciation guide, which makes it the best source I know for searching for rhymes.
It's time to go on a grand hunt again. Let's go on a grand hunt again. How is our economic situation? Our economic situation is
Yes,
around.
regrettably, it doesn't actually have the pronunciation of lobulate. But
We
conglobulate
think
seems to me.
So,
Yeah, Wiktionary defines it. I like this discombobulate.
yes, I think. Right, let's try facing the boar alone with my spear. I have a pointy stick and I'm not afraid to use it. Let's go to zoom in and see what's happening in Swabia. Oh dear, I've knackered another horse. Oops. It looks like the planned invasion of Swabia didn't go very well either. Oh well. Apparently I can go on a grand hunt again. I think we're going on lots of little grand hunts. and then coming back when we don't find anything. Right, on the plus side, we are getting down to the point where our vassals hate us slightly less. On the minus side, we are getting to the point where everyone else hates us because we have lots of troops. King Cosmo the Sword of Tyr has declared King Cosmo the Sword of Tyr's water revokes Smagelska on this random guy. Well, sucks to be him.
Apparently it was the same plane getting on and off.
Yeah, I thought it probably was, because that's how Ryanair tend to do these things. Right, let's go.
I suppose they don't get one coming out the front door, coming in the back door, just file you all in.
They would if airline security would let them, I'm sure.
Why don't you just like fly the same passengers back again and not bother unloading at all? That'd be even cheaper.
Right, 10 prestige for the Grand Hunt being over for now. Hooray! Right, so what? Right, okay. We do have the problem that we have to get down below 50% defensive pacts. Sorry, 50% threat. Because we're a religion that basically, the Empire of Norway is Germanic, but almost nothing else is. And so everyone else is another religion.
Everyone else is MasterCard.
So,
but hang on.
so it's with over 50% threat, all defensive pacts of other religious groups band together if you attack one of them.
Yes, but pagan is one of the religious groups. So I think
Okay,
that would mean
yeah.
that the pagan defensive pact would not band together with anyone else.
Right, so I just have to get bigger than the pagan defensive pact.
Yes.
Good.
This may not be.
I'm sure this will go just fine. How are we doing? Can we make you a happier person? Not really. Let's put. You get to improve diplomatic relations. So we get to study technology. Let's try studying technology in India. Now we've discovered that India exists. Oh, I can usurp the petty shahdom of Baku. Okay. Yoink. Right, let's find. Right, and let's give it to. him. He's probably now a very happy person. Hooray, right. Mostovan Holy War for Moskva. Off you go. Good luck with that.
Yep.
So let's have a quick look at how big the Pagan Defensive Pact is. Pagan Defensive Pact is quite large. There are a lot of people on there. have we nicked enough technology to do anything useful? I think officially we're on ha 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 lol no.
Oh, no.
So we still need to let our vassals cheer up a bit and our army levies recover before we can even really think about doing anything, because otherwise that just means we go into a war with the Squillian factions, some of which can become quite large. So he has become a perfectly indifferent adult. I don't feel any particular need to acknowledge him. Okay. Oh, she's quite good. And she won't come to court, fair enough. Oh no, hang on, she isn't my court, fine, excuse me. Nope, I don't want her to lose the shield maiden trait. What I do maybe want to do is appoint her to my army in a bit. Next time I have a slot. So, right. We think that him, random Prince of Pomerania, and you, my half-sister, can we find? Let's briefly have a look and see if so
You still want that final copy of the Crossing Money? It's completely.
Oh, yes, not that one. Yes, it's not that one.
so
It will of course paste the falling to be given the line break nonsense.
Yes, yes. I have to say,
In particular, of course, because it indents vigorously all the time too.
is it?
Well, if there's an invitation here on one of it, then returns a paragraph.
Oh, not more. You can configure that.
Oh, can you?
Follow things.
Hang on then.
Follow A, I think. And if that was it.
Ooh.
I'm just briefly looking at all the claimants and everyone, just in case I could persuade someone somewhere to join my court, but obviously, of course, I am a terrible infidel.
Yeah.
Even if I would, happily press their claim for them. I don't know, everyone gets good names like Blood Axe. There am I wandering around being the Gentle.
You can always have that be the. Always have that be. Oh, rock.
Yes.
Raiders in Westcott, honestly. Oh, it's time to go on a grand hunt again. Let's go on a grand hunt. I will find the white bear. Signs point to no. At least some of my vassals are in single digit being annoyed with me. I've got a new king of Denmark. Right, nothing really wrong with him. How are we doing factionally? We're doing okay. Let's face the ball. Well, you may technically have become a skilled tactician, but actually a score of 12 does not make you a skilled tactician, even after you've had +6 tactics applied to you. I'd just like to point that out. I get 10 prestige for prancing around on a horse, even though this is quite difficult in Iceland. It's more prancing around on a Shetland pony. But Normandy exists, which is quite good. We've nicked some bits off Magyar. That's nice. 9 titles. Oh, we are down a couple of herdmen. Right, let's use it to cheer my vassals up a bit. Right, faction's now becoming a negligible problem. Oh, I can hold a great plot. Let's hold a
How
great.
about freeing all of your co-religion prisoners first?
I can do that.
I'm still trying to establish this tradition.
So, okay. That's a weird.
There's a back button or B.
Oh yeah, I always forget that.
Might be handy
Well, at this rate, there won't be any to let out.
Are they all
So far, every single one of them.
How can you tell from the prison gates?
Because it says religious head.
Oh, right.
It's not for everyone.
Because some
These
of them have
have-
no religious head, but obviously anyone who is of your religion, you are the religious
Yes.
head.
So
Right, yes, okay, sorry, I hadn't thought of that.
it's not, as I say,
You couldn't
guaranteed.
identify this prisoner. There's no religious head. None of this religion makes any sense.
Pretty much. Of course, unreformed pagans.
Yes, I don't know whether. Well, I mean, we can see now. If we know that there's no one. Right, so
Right.
it looks like everyone is actually
Actually,
already not one of your co-religions.
Yeah. right, someone's coughed up 20 gold, so it's not too expensive to blot greatly. Oh my god, someone left the defensive pact. I should probably have found out who it was, but never mind. Ooh, I can create another kingdom, but I can't really afford it. I think I need to get up to 600 gold before I create another kingdom. I do still think it's hilarious that it says, you know, your acquaintance was killed. It's like, we were acquainted because they were in my dungeon. It's, you know,
That's always plausible deniability thing, isn't it? When someone says, have you met so-and-so, we are acquainted. You carefully go, you've got them downstairs right now.
Yeah, someone I've met.
yes. Right, the Grand Mayor is being stoked, but it doesn't matter if I don't like him so long as he doesn't like me reciprocally. Right, hooray. We have held blot, that will cheer people up.
Alright, did everyone get the full bonus for being of the wrong religion then?
Not all of them.
Okay, which one?
Some were 25s and some were 50s.
So which were the 25s?
That I don't know, you'd have to scroll back through because I wasn't paying that much attention. But remind me next time in 9 years' time. Right, so I lose 10
It's quite hard for me to follow the links to the relevant people.
piety. Yes. You're my useless son. Now, I'm less than 95% threatening. I'm not sure I'm scary enough to take on the entire pagan defensive pact. Right, he is the right religion. Now he has come of age. Right, now I think pretty much all of my vassals have less than 2 points of being annoyed because I raised their vassals, which is an improvement. I have over 40,000 troops. Admittedly, some of those are very expensive ones, so I don't really want to raise them unless I can avoid it. We are still only have one item in our treasury, despite trying to hire people to paint paintings. They have painted crappy paintings, so I don't get anything like that. I can't even do rune stones anymore. It's 1150, we've discovered vellum, And I've decided that runestones are so last century. Right, okay, that's all looking fine. Technology-wise, we are not doing fantastically because we are one of the most advanced cultures around, mostly due to our policy of nicking everything. We have a not completely hopeless air, although let's just see if we can do a quick check for...
So I think the Christians got you extra, which I think other pagans didn't.
Right.
I think we've seen in the past that Muslims get the extra. Possibly the Eastern, the Indian Muslims.
Right, let's go on a grand hunt. I will find the white. Oh, wait. I really, really wait.
The white badger. You can tell it by its white and white stripe.
I see a mighty stag.
Were you after a stag? I think you were after a bear.
I was after a bear, but I see a stag. Twang. I can go after it. Can someone look up whether deer are native to Iceland, please, before... Because this is starting to irritate me. And I don't know for sure whether deer actually...
Deer in Iceland.
Right, let's
There are
go...
wild reindeer in Iceland. Are there deer in Iceland?
Okay, I'm prepared to believe that we are chasing reindeer.
Wild mammals in Iceland include Arctic fox, mink, mice, rats, rabbits and reindeer.
Combined native range of all species of deer, world map on Wikipedia, it does not appear to include Iceland.
So we can go for reindeer, which presumably are not morally deer by whatever the classification is.
Well, Wikipedia doesn't think of reindeer counts as deer because if it did, they would have coloured Iceland brown on this.
Indeed.
I don't quite understand why they've only coloured the outline of green.
Because the inside of
Greenland
Greenland doesn't have any deer.
Yes.
Yeah, I suppose.
It be as it is.
Warm and holy war for Red Ruthenia. Don't do holy wars, you stoat. They're terrible.
Yes, okay, I suppose every pixel on this map counts. It's not like colouring a country at a time like most maps of this kind. Zoom in and see which tiny little islands off the shore of the UK are further.
Getting some weird stuff, like the Polish Civil War for Gamelkind is over Prince Artony of Ireland won. And that's because he made Ireland his primary title. Just getting a bit weird. Right, so it looks like we're going to have, by the time our vassals have cheered up totally, about 42,000 people. Which is a not inconsiderable number. And it may thus be possible to go up against Pagan Defensive Pact. Maybe. Except for the fact that we have over 75% threat. So... that means everyone will gang up on me. I mean... there is a chance, of course, that some people will leave the defensive pact. Maybe. idea a bit of the grand statue of Venice has fallen off. Do we want to repair it or not?
No, if it carries on working well in either case.
Yes. I think right now we want 100 gold. And then
Still the votes.
I think I can use up the Kingdom of Chernihiv. Or create the Kingdom of Chernihiv as a title. Right. Splat. Excuse me, I'm just going to look at my sub-realms. My sub-realms are pretty weird. There's a small bat on my laptop. So Kunungarda has
The taxonomic classification even toed under it.
Even toned.
Even toed.
it has an even number of toes.
I always feel like there ought to be some better names than like ungulates of characteristic 2 or something.
Hello. Yes, but that's the mathematician's classification, not the biologist's classification. Right, so excellent. Now nicked some more tech. Have we nicked enough tech to do anything good? No. Hooray, we've converted most of the people to the Germanic faith. Right, let's go and send a seer somewhere else to proselytize. Right, I'll send you over there. Right, let's read the legends of the Tengri faith. So my daughter has come of age and has become a pretty boring tough soldier, despite her advantages. Right, let's get the 25 piety for... Okay, the King of Perm is not going to have a good day because my vassals are going after him. Yes, we are still threatening. However, my vassals don't hate me anymore. Right, let's look at the defensive pact map. Right, so there are two things that interest me about the defensive pact map right now. One, this revolt, and oh, okay, apparently also two, this revolt, because I thought those were two separate things. Right, so you are the leader of the Byzantine revolt. Do I have any good claims against? How's your war doing as well? 34% in favour. Brilliant. That's.
They have 20,000 troops.
They're
So not small.
not small. They only have 40,000 troops. So nor am I. Right, he's orthodox, so we should not under any circumstances think of the words holy and war, because that is not going to go well.
So aside from that, you probably have conquests of pretty much any county that you want.
So I have a conquest for that county, wherever the hell it is.
South central Sicily.
Oh yeah, there it is, right. Apuleia. Some more of Italy. The boot of the
So
heel of...
basically any of their counties are either adjacent, apart from the two in the Alps, are either
Yeah.
adjacent to you or
And there's Cherson, which is a
Cherson.
small bit of
coastal.
Crimea. That which is coastal. That's some more of Italy. Mostly just, seeing where the good bits are and where I might want to go.
Presumably given the name.
Ha, that one. I quite like that one on the grounds that I'm actually, adjacent to it. And it feels much more sensible than trying to piddle around in Italy. Unless I go after that small county there. Just
that's
because.
Just going to get you crusaded. Occupying bits of Jerusalem. Whereas Don-Portage is like in your territory. More or less.
Yes. I've just had a horrible thought though. Hang on, excuse me, I just need to go back to the religion map. Which is, I'm probably the next target for a crusade anyway. And it might be worth having something sacrificial rather than giving up some of my much more substantial territories over here. On the grounds that I think Pomerania is quite likely to go again. Tricksy, as they say, hobbitses. Okay, well, let's go for the thing that's actually adjacent to me and let's see what a disaster it will be. Let's turn down time a lot. Let's zip back to the realms view. Okay, good. Right. I think I probably should basically raise all of my vassal levies. Well, yes.
I think generally seeing it yourself is fine. Well, it's not good. Li Sujian has a video on her channel which, after getting very annoyed about her previous video with lots of other people's songs on it getting taken down for copyright, carefully sang over all of the songs she was playing, which, since she's a professional singer, was perfectly good. Which apparently was enough to cause YouTube's copyright thing to not complain. As long as you're singing along, that's fine.
Hello. We're going to have to put some people on ships and go and attack the heartlands of wherever, aren't I?
We're having to do a class from 10:30 tomorrow and in the afternoon. And papers are not done for exactly a year. I'm going to take both.
Fair enough.
Yes. Because the hinge broke, so I can't close it, and therefore it's not going to be dusty. Like about 3 years.
And rained on.
Well, I'd normally go away before you do.
Okay. No, it's because when it got rained on and the screen broke, I replaced the screen when I broke the hinge or didn't. And you can see there's a ridiculous bulge there, and if you close it, it'll probably crack the screen at that point. And therefore it goes to the coat.
That wasn't really a good choice.
Yes. It just stops some dust. It is a filament.
Yes.
It's quack. Bassoon.
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 Newt.
Newt.
Bassoon. It makes sense.
Bluff.
He said he is our stage time on the bassoon flare. Hence you just say bassoon, which means I'm about to lean forward and give you a good night.
It's true, it does.
Yes.
I see what you say it on the bassoon players. You say it on the bassoon player. Bassoon!
You could give me some warning, you know.
I said bassoon.
She said it as you were diving,
Yes.
rather than, you know, I do need time to brace.
It makes sense.
No, I hope nobody's listening to this. It would make no sense. No, wait, I hope everyone's listening to this. It would make no sense.
It's got no head.
Yes, I should probably go to bed as well now you mention it. I'm only just starting to yawn, but of course I do have some walking to do before I get...
Yes, I might hopefully don't do groups until a week on Tuesday, but maybe I'll do it tomorrow morning.
Okay. Newts. Problem is, this is probably going to whack my threat right up, even though it's like one sodding county.
Whack my threat up.
Well, I've just spotted a 17,000 strong army of the Byzantine Empire, which I kind of want to avoid. For obvious reasons. That's fine, I'll just make sure that I have a bunch of people, a bunch of ships offshore that are large enough to take my people away. Oh look, people don't like me again because I've raised all their levies.
Right, if anyone on stream has not already run away after this previous strange good night, good night. No bassoons in my mind.
Good.
You're all strange. Good night.
Oh, go on, send some people to Norway, you know you want to. Well, to Iceland. Here we are, the tedious bit in which people shuffle their way. Around Europe, trying to get to the right place. my ship and get to go. I assume that means Simon's forgotten something.
Where is the case that our glasses go in? We don't think it.
I thought you might have forgotten Anne Buffalo, which helps, but apparently not.
No buffaloes this week.
That was me trying to squash a a small bug of some sort.
That's not it was in the bag all along. But I didn't look.
Yes, but there is probably a problem here in that your glasses case lights up black to show that it's black
Yes.
against a black background.
Those things are not things left in the bag. Ah. Blankers after that. Snooze. Oh, sorry about that.
That's fine.
Oh well. Hello again, stream. Good night again, stream. Let's try this again with more competence. Good night.
Oops. Not sure go in there. Let's just check. So we started in 11:54. It just feels like it's taking all eternity to get all our troops into approximately the right place.
Yes, that's the problem with empires.
Well, I've got there's one empire that's involved here and one empirette. No. Yes, that's right. You right there. Okay, I think this means that we are go. That's not really a relevant thing about being under siege, is it? No. You lot, I think I want this area over here. No, hang on. This river, so that I can get people out again when I've done besieging the target area. What I'm doing would be great for getting credit in a holy war, but I'm not in a holy war, so state.
Well, yeah. It's still a slightly religious war.
It's true, but you don't get the same.
You don't get bonuses for each thing you besiege. Indeed, I think only a great holy war gives you those.
Quite. Right, I might, after like several months, have enough people to actually besiege Pisa. Bearing in mind that I need to keep an eye out for the Byzantine Empire army, which I kind of need to run away from. Right, you have raiders. Well, states to you. Once I've done with this war, I might send a few thousand people over there to go and make you miserable. Let's glue you not together. Who do we want? Right, he will do. Let's get you over there. Right. Okay, maybe didn't need this many troops over here. Oh well, states. Excellent, we've nicked some more technology. Still don't have enough to invest in anything good. Excellent. Fewer Yalden for me to create. Glue you not together. Right, we want Styrkar thingy and whatnot. Okay, there's only one holding to besiege here. This is not going to take very long to get that. Hit all the other holdings that are more of a problem. So there's a fleet of the Byzantine revolt. You are the Byzantine Empire. Right. Ah! Everything there was the wrong button. Well, I have some reasonable commanders in.
Yes,
Unfortunately.
the commanders are much better. You're sadly in flames. I don't think you stand.
I think I don't stand a chance. I think I agree. Yes. What's that? We get to get on the ships because it is the wrong time of year. Let's see if I can actually get the army to retreat over there. It's probably not going to work, but he's got us 2% more score. Ooh. Right. Is there anyone else heading here? Oh, is everyone else heading elsewhere? Right, everyone else is heading elsewhere now. That's good. Yes, that's nice, dear. You arrived in the dawn. Right, on the plus side, I've got everyone to retreat onto the ships. On the minus side, well, states. Right. However, we now have a nice large army to sort of over here. And okay.
Oh, it's plenty we got one for
Yes. So I think, in fact, let's do that one together.
You
Let's,
haven't picked up all the
it doesn't matter, I'll send those up to join the people that are going to besiege these mountainous bits. And shuffle you lot. Let's go off to Sicily. There's some nice bits in Sicily. I don't know what you're doing. Oh, you're going over there because I thought I wasn't going to have enough ships. Right, anyway, you should come down here. And you should go and look there for... Oh, there's an Aquitanian revolt there. Wales states. So, however, we're at 5% war score because we're controlling the relevant territory. And the fact that we lost an embarrassing battle to the Byzantine Empire doesn't matter.
It's not good for your army strength.
No, but I deliberately provisioned like all of my stuff, so you know. Right, let's put you ashore there. Where are you shattered retreating to? Okay, Bavaria. Whatever. Bavaria's not even mine. I'm not quite sure why I'm still called the Gentle. This feels like nominative determinism got very confused. We are now besieging somewhere else in the revolt, specifically Montreal in Sicily. Possibly Montreal, I don't know. My Sicilian is not that good. Let's make things go slightly faster. Although of course I do have to watch out for the Byzantine Empire army, which is probably not going to be my friend. Right, you are now sitting there so that I can see a little what's going on, and also, excellent. Let's see the Byzantine Emperor army run into the Revolt army, which is good. Because that should weaken the Revolt army a bit, even if they win, which it looks like they are going to. Right. We want to get back down here. Okay. Right, we'll have some more people in Bolzano shortly to help you besiege things. Right, let's fall in love with my wife. There is a risk that the Byzantine army, Revolt army, is coming up to say hello to me. However, I am in the mountains, and I think I can do enough suitable shuffling to, once I know where they're going, to make it a bit interesting. Scroll down and check nothing bad's happening there. Oh, jolly good. They've sent some people up to West Iceland. Well, stoked to be them, really. This has never done anyone.
You've got a pending battle, you might not cause an investigation.
Yeah, sorry, I was just checking that nothing bad was happening in that end. Right, so you are the lead place, so... You want because you're good at defence, you want because you're generally good. I want an organiser for the other army. What I want to make sure is that I've got the right set of people here. Let's go for you. You already have an organiser in you.
Might want to put the other flank just in case.
Yeah. Right. So of course we get a massive boost for being in the mountains. It might be enough to survive, but it kind of depends on what's happening elsewhere. turn down time.
You have them slight further apart than they needed to.
Oh right, yes, there was actually 2 counties there. Whoops. Bit in that. There we go.
Opponents right flank is a bit terrifying.
Right, unfortunately their centre is a bit made of cheese.
Okay, the right flank is not terrifying enough.
True. I do have one of my best shield maidens there. You know, she's pretty good. Hooray, one of my tribal vassals has adopted feudalism, that's good. Right. That'll do nicely.
Don't seem he's offering attrition, so
No, I'm not currently suffering attrition. We'll have to watch it because I'm not going to join them together because very shortly it's going to be winter. And I'm going to have to split them out again. Right. Just goes to show that good use of mountains is very important. Oh, my siege is down there going not too badly. Let's clear it all together. Alright, well, siege is still boring. Let's turn the clock up a little bit while we wait for sieges to happen. My younglings seem to be being quite tyrannical. Let's just buzz over here and check that. Okay, there's 71 people going there. But that's not enough to take that tribe. Okay, we have besieged one place in Sicily. So let's just briefly pause and have a look at our war score, which is one huge battle and a large amount of ticking war score for controlling the actual target territory. Right, we're now being attrited because it is winter. Let's march Sarah over there. Okay. Excellent, created a new title. I like it when people create titles, it means we don't have to. We have arrived in Trent. where there was a council, or will be a council, and will be another council. And the council is don't be in Trent. 81% more score. Okay, I don't think the King of Pomerania is making any threats right now. Okay. Whoops.
No, he's not. Not even making any friends for you.
It's true. Let's just check how the revolt war is doing. Okay, that's not going to be a problem in the imminent future. Hooray! Good. Right, let's do fossilitize. Finish prepared invasion of Briege. Excellent. It's just the kind of thing we'd like to see, although you have all been hopeless at those. Excellent. 100% release the altar. Yes. I have a spare county.
Unfortunately, that's where you should have sent your
Well, I should have what?
sent your seer.
Well, yes. But I didn't know I was going to end quite that quickly. Right, so... Anyway, now we have the tedious bit of trying to get everyone back home. Right, you lot get over there. And you lot get in the sea. How's my threat? 100%. I took one county
Yes.
and I ended up with 100% threat. That feels a tiny bit excessive. Can I actually... Haha! That counts as coastal. Brilliant. So my plan is to get everyone home and then, you know, stop for the night. Mongolian Holy War for Beshbalik. Okay, good luck with that. And of course my vassal levies are depressed again, because I've just raised them for a while and made them go and fight a war. Right. If you go over there. Yoink. also like. Okay, so currently the worst thing is elective succession in Norway, and that's not actually trying that hard. Cone Guardian Holy War for Tver. Okay. Fine. Sounds like fun. I don't think I can join in, but, you know, if I could, I totally would. Okay. Squack. Disband here. And let's perform the check that we don't have anything raised. We don't have anything raised. I am still against all the odds. Fylke Styrkar the Gentle. The year is 1156. Good night.